Hello there everybody, welcome to the Gloomhaven Guildmaster Edition and where we are the Abyssman who will continue on with our tutorial where we left off, in fact. So, great walking through the basic training missions. Allow me to introduce you to the third member of the guild. He ain't much of a fighter though. Hey, not all of us particularly care to be experts at stabbing people. Please, excuse me. Greetings, Guildmaster. I'm the humble merchant of your fledgling guild. I deal with the important aspects of running guild. In other words, money. Which, might I add, is sorely lacking at the moment. What you can see right now is the world map. You probably notice it looks a bit barren at the moment, and, well, I got some good news and some bad news for you. The bad news is that the realm has been overwhelmed with all manners of unpleasant monsters, rogue bandits, wandering undead, dog cultists, you name it. The good news is that you're going to help us restore the roots back to the other settlements out there hidden in the fog. If we can do anything about that, however, we'll need to get some mercenaries on the guild roster and start with actually recruiting that poor old brute who's got himself into a spot to bother again. I am Brute. Very nice. Yet again, the Brute finds himself in a precarious situation. Guide him out safely and he'll surely join the guild. Onward! To recruit a Brute. Because he is Brute. Trainer tells you to head to the Demon's Gate graveyard. There you find a mausoleum with a smashed-in front door. Walking down the steps into the gloom below, you follow a trail of broken bones until you hear the sound of some battle. Entering the chamber, the badly wounded brute is facing off against a number of undead. Enter the dungeon. Let's begin looking more closely at what each individual character can do. In this scenario, Brute has 2 level 1 living bone elites to deal with, which means their stats will be greater than their level 0 counterparts. Monster stats are combined with a base ability card drawn from the monster class turn, resulting in the cards you see when the monster cards for the round are revealed. So expect them to move a bit further and attack a bit harder, especially as they are elites. Note how they both have an innate shield 1 effect indicated by the shield icon. Each point of shield prevents 1 damage from incoming attacks. However, an amount of shield can be ignored if targeted with an attack with Pierce. I have it on good authority that these living bones are going to attack more than once each this turn. You are low on cards and won't be able to avoid or to burn any cards, so surviving here will require some shielding of your own. By the way, while these enemies' shield are an innate persistent effect, normally active bonuses grant abilities such as shield are accompanied by a round or persistent duration icon. Your objectives are: kill living bones using attack with Pierce, apply some shield of your own, use your mind a healing potion. That should help you survive this round. So I guess we'll start with the minor healing potion. So how do we? So can we? No? Okay. So I guess we'll do shield bash and trample. So how do we use our potion? It's not letting us. I guess we need to actually take our turn. So shield bash will give us the shield, and then trample has pierce. So let's go with that. Move 4, attack 2, target 1 enemy with all attacks. That does not sound nice. Okay, now we can finally use our healing potion. So it has to be like after we show our when we pick our cards. So we'll go ahead and stop at the trample to just simply give it the bones. Stab! And then we'll go ahead and shield ourselves. Nice. Oh boy. Well, it's a good thing that we have this heater shield. It's a good thing that we had that 1 shielding that we had. And it's a good thing that it only did 1 damage. Yikes, that was quite the onslaught. Nonetheless, your shield prevented enough damage to keep Brute alive. Whew. Final objective: kill the remaining living bones. Good luck, he's a tanky one. A tip for you: Perhaps you could use the old push and trap combo. Note that shields only prevent damage from attacks. It doesn't do anything against direct damage such as from traps. So we'll need to short rest. Guess we'll have to bunch our shield bash. So let's see. We could go for the we're going to need to go for a spare dagger for the quickness and warding strength since it has the push attack. Alright. Take him out. If it doesn't take him out, then we're going to be pretty embarrassed. So I believe this way is what we want since there's 2 traps here. Which will activate both of the traps and killing. Nice. And we can always just go ahead and move on to some gold. Yoink. More gold! Money! Save the brute yet again. I hear he's decided that adventuring alone is not working out for him, so he's agreed to be the first mercenary in your guild. Let's get out of this dusty crypt and see who else we can recruit. Quest complete. Claim reward. Boot. Boot sure can soak up damage well, but he's not the most mobile. Having ample funds is going to be of utmost importance in getting this guild off the ground. Do you know anyone good at gold acquisition? I know just a woman. She's also a dab hand at poking holes in those who get in her way. She's in the process of liberating some gold right now. Shall we lend her a hand? Late in the night. Let's see if we can't go ahead and get ourselves a little scoundrel. The trainer points you in the direction of a ruined crypt on the outskirts of town. Dead bandits live to the area, many with knights still embedded into their corpses. It's clear they didn't see their attacker coming. I'm liking the sound of this recruit. Meet the scoundrel. She is incredibly nimble and mobile. To mention able to combo off huge amounts of melee damage when things line up just right. Let's help her out of this sticky situation. Firstly, you need to kill 3 archers this round before the attack. You'll suddenly need something that can hit more than 1 target at a time. Well, I mean, throwing knives, and unfortunately, I guess it also means that we need to utilize, instead of pushing, we have our pole. So I guess we'll be pulling in this bandit archer into this trap, and then just simply killing the other 2 with throwing knives. So might as well get started. Bob. Boop. And then we pull you in here onto the trap. Come in. Nice. Ha! Feels good picking off multiple targets in a single turn, doesn't it? One last objective. Loot at least 5 piles of gold this round. A tip for you. Sometimes the top half of a card allows you to move too. Loot abilities pick up all gold within the radius specified by the value. So you walk out where you need to stand and get looted. Well, we're gonna need to short rest. But now smoke bomb. So I guess we're going to want to be using throwing knives and let's see. Probably not Thief Snack. Stripper might be interesting, but I don't think it would necessarily give us the amount that we want. Looks like we are going to probably end up looting this little pile right here and leave this little pile unguarded, so let's go ahead and go with that. So we have throwing knives for the loot, and we have quick hands so that way we can move. It's a shame that we don't have boots, because that way we could give the scoundrel the boots, and then we can use our bow to just kind of. Oh wait, no, then we wouldn't have the bottom part of this loot. Shoot. Alright, whatever. Might as well just take what we can. Let's give the attack. Give me this loot. Oink. Lots of gold. Victory. Nice. Let me just take care of that gold for you. For your assistance in this scenario, the scoundrel has agreed to join the guild. This means we got enough mercenaries now for a proper mission. Yay! Does this mean we can actually get started? The first thing we should do as a guild is re-establish the trade route with Gibbet Hill to the west. We've been having a small problem with bandits in the woodland en route. With the brute and scoundrel to assist, that's nothing that should cause you any trouble. It'll give you some much needed experience on the job and allow me to get some new items in stock. Once the way is clear, go knock some bandit heads together. Woo! We finally get to do things! Toss a coin to your hangman. Oh wow. Okay, that's more depressing than I thought it would be. The road is deserted as you make your way towards Gibbet Hill. Trading in the area has effectively stopped for many months now. So few daring to venture along the main highways. As you make your way along the trail, wending its way through a wooded grove, the crack of a twig snapping on the foot pierces the silence. You hear rustling in the undergrowth, getting louder as its source makes its way towards you. They're trying to mug me. Oh lord, they don't know who's getting mugged here. Right, this is your first proper fight. Looks like 2 clearings with a couple of bandits each. Just remember what I've taught you, and don't enter the second clearing until you're ready. You can change your character's starting positions this time by clicking the white hexes, so choose a formation that suits you before starting your first turn. By the way, if you're struggling to make out objects and enemies in the underworld, you can press tab to highlight them. You can also see the turn order of monsters of the same class this way. They will all get the same initiative from the cards drawn from their class. The actual order per monster on that class's turn is determined by their ID numbers. Lower numbers act first. Alright, so I guess we'll go ahead and move our 2 people up so that way we can be closer to them. So I want the brute to take the first turn here. Spirit Dagger might be pretty good here because that way we can try and attack this person. So let's go with Spirit Dagger and let's go with Grab and Go. Then as for you, let's go ahead and go with we'll need to have to move slow with our scoundrel so that way we don't outspeed our brute. So I think I mean, Special Mixture is the closest we can use. So let's go with that, and then we'll do Flanking Strike. Yeah, I counted the hexes correctly, so we should. Oh, and they outspeed us anyways. Shit. Well, I mean, I guess they're getting closer to us. 0 damage, nice. Oh, but they're putting up traps. That's not nice. Alright, so we'll go ahead and move for so that way we're starting here from our Grab and Go, and then we can throw a dagger at this person. Does some damage, gives us an XP, and then we can move in with our scoundrel, poison them, which will help us with guaranteeing the kill. Now, Flanking Strike. Bam! Dead and dead. So let's see. Gonna need a way. But we do have sweep. We do have Leaping Cleave. So let's go ahead and take Provoking Roar and Leaping Cleave, so that way we can just simply hop on over and kill them real fast. And let's see. We have Quick Hands, but unfortunately that will cost us our movement. So I think what we'll do, I think Swiftbow might be good here, so we can just simply, ooh, actually, yeah, you know what, let's just go ahead and, I guess we could actually get some XP for the Scoundrel, so instead we could do, yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and do throwing knives and Swiftbow. Switch. So I think with this, our Scoundrel should be going first. Yep, okay. So we used our throwing knives. Take her out. Well done. And then we can move, grabbing these. Grab the loot. Nice. Then we can go ahead and move over onto this little coin tile. And I guess we can also use our provoking wall, but whatever. Alright, looking pretty nice. So, since we have wind with us, they haven't told us anything about it, but we do have skewer with us, so we could use our own wind that we created to create a strong attack. So let's go ahead and use skewer and sweeping blow, since that's our highest movement at the moment. Actually, I guess overwhelming assault is actually pretty good, so let's go ahead and do that instead. And let's see. I think doing Venom Shiv and yeah, I think Venom Shiv and Backstab might be the combo that we'll use here. Although maybe Smoke Bomb, because that way we can try and drag people in instead. Or maybe Thief Snacks, that way we can just simply disarm a trap and then get some XP and then move into the room. That sounds good. So let's go ahead and get into it. So start with the movement. We'll use our boots. Surprise! Housekeeping. So what are they doing? Move 3, attack 1. Okay, I'm not really too afraid of that, so what we'll do is that we will confront them on this tile. We will not push, but we will use... we can use the wind that we created for a big attack, which does kill me. Right off. So this guy is going to do 1 damage, but I'm not too afraid since we do have the heater shield, which blocks the damage. So let's see. We could actually get right up there with our movement 5, but unfortunately we kind of screwed that up, so whatever. We'll just go ahead and disarm the trap, get ourselves some experience, and move us up. Alright. At this point, I sense... ooh, actually we do have this loot available to us, so... kind of actually want to try and... so we do have Backstab with us, so that will give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But unfortunately, we don't exactly have a top movement. So, in this case... we should go for Shield Bash to shield ourselves. And then we attack with... a sweeping blow, so that way we avoid killing him. Meanwhile, our lady here will go ahead and move her way on yonder. So move. Then I guess we could technically use smoke bomb, but really that doesn't really help us. But yeah, you know what? Whatever. We'll just go ahead and use it so that way we don't get targeted. Also makes darkness, which we don't really have any uses of yet. Go ahead and activate the shield on our. And might as well just do a bit of damage. Oh. So, I guess we could have used Shield Bash and it wouldn't have killed, but whatever. Ha. So, unfortunately we'll be going very slow because... Well, actually, I guess we could technically short rest, so might as well see what we get. Ooh, we lose our Provoking Roar. You know what, I'm fine with that. We can just simply use Shield Bash and Trample. As for our lady, short rest. Ooh, it loses Throwing Knives, but you know what, that's fine. So let's see. We don't really... I guess the only way we can really do range is by using Swift Bow, but I think he'll be dead by then. Ooh, it's a good thing that we're going to be attacking him pretty violently without Brute, so let's see. That will hit him with Trample. And this will hit him with the Shield Bash. Big numbers. And I just realized I completely missed that loot. Shit. Well, whatever. I mean, we got some loot at least. Probably shouldn't have been that greedy for kills, but you know what? We're still kind of in the beginning, so I'm sure we'll be fine. The joyous sounds of gold coins in the pocket. But what to invest it in? Perhaps I should get some minor mana potions back in stock. It's about time you learned about the fundamentals of magic. I know a spellweaver who should be able to show you a thing or two. As I heard from her, she was researching a stone circle in the forest near Gibbet Hill. All these monsters around, we ought to check she's okay. Master the elements. The spellweaver has wanted to trumble out in the forest. Help her out and she'll surely join the guild. Alright. Onward. Onward we go. Asking around at Gibbet Hill, you are directed down a forest path towards some long-forgotten ruins. As you reach a clearing, you hear a commotion head. Seems a bandit has cornered an orchid woman. Is that who you have been told to find? I guess it must be. Meet the Spellweaver, a powerful but fragile magic wielder who can harness the natural elements of the world. Good thing we found her when we did. That's a lot of bandits. To get her out of this mess, you'll need to harness the power of the elements infused in the battlefield. The elemental infusions displayed can be seen on the right of the screen, indicating which magical elements are available for consuming. In this scenario, the ice element is already infused, but elements are normally infused for 2 rounds through using actions with elemental symbols on them, available for consumption after the turn in which they are infused. This round you must consume the ice element to augment Freezing Nova's attack, killing as many bandits as you can. Survive the round by using a jump move to escape. So I guess we need to do Freezing Nova, and then our only jump is Ride of Wind, so yeah. So we use so we basically did what we do last time except with the Spellweaver. Hiya! Wow, that's a lot of dead people. And now we have to move away. Looks like the only open spot will be here. So, yeah. Now we also create air, which we've used last time. By consuming the ice element, Freezing Nova deals 3 base damage instead of 2. Knocking out 3 bandits plus applying the immobilized condition so the bandits couldn't chase after you is pretty darn powerful, eh? Ride of Wind also infused the air element, for you to use it later if need be. We have noticed with only 3 unburned cards remaining, the Spell Weaver will be exhausted after the next round is over. She cannot return burned cards via resting. Fortunately, the Spell Weaver has a very powerful trap up her sleeve. Many of her powerful cards may burn after usage, but the top half of Reviving Heather allows her to return all of her burned cards to her hand. Getting the timing right on this one-time recovery per scenario of all burned cards is key to using Spell Weaver well. It's up to you now. Kill the remaining bandit gods. Reviving Ether will recover all your burned cards so you can finish these bandits off at your leisure. Alright, what do we have? We lose our Freezing Nova, makes sense, so we have Flame Strike and Reviving Ether now. So I guess we'll go ahead and use our Reviving Ether. And we're gonna need to kill this man since he's gonna approach us and try to attack us, so goodbye. You have been eliminated. So let's see here. I guess we do have these fire orbs, so we can just simply kill off the 2 of them at once, or we can just simply do the Ride the Wind into Freezing Nova, but you know what, let's just go ahead and do fire orbs. Oh shit. Well, it's a good thing that we have some cards to burn. Alright, so I guess that was kind of the bad move. We probably wanted to move fast there, so whoopsies. But thankfully, this location right here should keep us in range and allow us to burn off these 2. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, -1, but still okay. Victory! For helping her out of that bind, the Spell Weaver has agreed to join our guild. As you saw, her abilities can be incredibly potent, but she can be a difficult character to work with due to the complexity of her tactics. Yeah, she is. Gonna need to really work with other people when you play her. That's the elemental schools of magic covered. Perhaps we could do with recruiting someone who understands high-tech contraptions and such. I swear, there was a quarter tinkerer messing about with a power core or some other artifact at the tavern not too long ago. Good call. I heard he was looking for fellow explorers to investigate the tomb nearby. Barkeep said he set off yesterday. Sounds to me like the sort of who might be interested in joining guilds such as our own. Let's see if we can find him. Oh, and with that, the tutorial has almost gotten us to half an hour. Jeez, we're still not out of the tutorial yet. I'm surprised. Well, for now, I mean, I guess it doesn't help that I'm commentating over everything as well, but you know what? I'm really enjoying the game, so they've done a good job of this. I mean, sure, there's still some things that original Gloomhaven players or tabletop Gloomhaven players might be like, oh, but it's missing this, or this shouldn't be like this. Just, guys, just simply wait for it. I'm sure that they'll fix it eventually, and they'll add in more stuff. This is still closed beta after all, so you know what? Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy yourselves with what you have. And I'll see you all next time. So make sure to hit that like button, comment down below, and hit that subscribe button, because it's you guys and gals that make this channel alive. Bye now.